There are many different approaches to making content, and I'm very often asked, how do you create content that is popular, that will be popular? And I don't think that's a very good question to start with. In fact, I think you should ask yourself, first and foremost, why do you create content? So there are many potential answers to this. What I would consider a bad answer is to get likes and favorites and subscribers. That is an intermediate step, and you can get trapped in what I would consider, and other people like Eric Ries might call, vanity metrics. All right, you're chasing metrics because they're highly coveted by many people. We're only looking at the symptoms of potential success, i.e. the likes and so on, but not looking at the ultimate objective. So what might a good objective be? A good objective might be, I'm creating content to determine or hone in, specifically target my 1,000 true fans. So if you read one article on content creation or marketing, I would make it 1,000 True Fans by Kevin Kelly, to determine who my diehard fans are, whose behaviors, beliefs, likes, dislikes I understand because I'm part of that market, whatever niche it is. Even if it's a 1 in a million niche, that can still be a sizable audience. You could have some type of social agenda. So I want to not appeal to all of the readers, listeners in the world, but instead I want to actively call and filter my audience so that only the people I want to connect with directly actually wade through. Okay, these are very real, tangible, measurable outcomes. And I would encourage you to think about what you want to do with your content. What do you want to achieve beyond what we would consider vanity metrics, right? And there are some vanity metrics that can be converted into dollars. If you're an Instagram celebrity, or you are interested in becoming one, and you know that if you have 1 million plus subscribers, or you have a few million, that you can earn $50,000 to $70,000 per promoted post, okay, that is an objective. It's an objective also dependent on a lot of variables you don't control. I remember talking to someone who had a very successful content-based business built on Facebook. As he said, it's like having the most profitable McDonald's in the world built on top of a volcano. And you don't know when it's going to erupt. So my preferences are always clear objective, what you want to achieve, perhaps, can be financially driven, that's fine. I don't consider fame in and of itself to be a very useful objective, and there are a lot of downsides to that. Then you have identifying your 1,000 true fans. And I will tell you right now that if you try to make something that appeals to everyone, if you try to make something that everyone will like, it will be something that no one loves. All right, so you want to first identify the 1,000 diehards. Once you have your diehard true believers, they are your strongest unpaid marketing force. They will then recruit your casual listeners, casual readers, and widen out the concentric circles of your access. So you start with 1,000 people and you end up with a readership of 1 million or 3 million or 10 million. And that's exactly what's happened with me. And I began in a very narrow niche. And then over time, as I built a larger readership, expanded topically, but I didn't begin with a wide variety of topics. This is really, really important point. Do you enjoy it? In other words, do you have a deep attraction to a given format so that you will have the endurance necessary to get through all the trials and tribulations and learning hurdles to build a large audience? If not, choose a different approach because you will fail otherwise. With all of this, I encourage you to think about the long game and ask yourself, if I were in this for the long game, if I commit, this is not a 3-month endeavor, it is a minimum 3-year commitment to mastering this craft, how does that change your decisions? And what does the path potentially look like? It doesn't mean you have to be wedded to a 3-year plan, but it means that at least you are committed to doing the thought exercise of putting it down on paper and specking out what it might look like. So if you want to not just create popular content that is ephemeral and disappears like the flicker of a firefly in the internet landscape, then if you want to convert your efforts into a sustainable career with fans who will take a bullet for you and travel with you wherever you go, you have to think about it differently. Do not get caught up in the vanity metrics, and ask why, ask so what, Ask, and then what, for what, many, many, many times. And challenge not only your own assumptions, but the assumptions of other people who give you advice. So feel free to completely disagree with what I say. However, recognize that my beliefs and tenets that I follow are born of many experiments over a long period of time. So if you're going to disagree, guess what? Those are hypotheses you have to test. And it is through the testing that you will find your own unique path.